product estimated at the current price for the year 22-23 is estimated at the rupees 91,416.98 crores, indicating the growth rate of 7.07%. The growth rate for the gross value added the estimated at 4.73% for the primary sector, 6.52% of the secondary sector, and 9.66% for the tertiary sectors. Goa's per capita income at the current price continues to be the front runner in the country at the rupees 5.80 lakhs. सभापती महाशय, आर्थिक वर्ष 2022-23 खातीर अर्थसंकल्प 24,467.40 कोटीचो आसतलो. हातूंतलो महसुलाचो वांटो 17,097.50 कोटी आणि भांडवली वांटो 7,369.90 कोटी इतलो आसतलो. व्याजाची परतफेड करून 434.30 कोटी महसुली शिल्लक उरतली असो आमकां विश्वास आसा. म्हाका आशा आसा की नियोजित आणि नियंत्रित भांडवली खर्चाचे परिणाम जावन आमकां टॅक्स चार्जीस हातूंतल्यान आनीक 5% वाडीव महसूल मेळपाक मजत जातली. 2022-23 वर्साचो आर्थीक तुटवडो फिस्कल डेफिसीट रुपीज 3,603.10 कोटी आसतलो. 15व्या वित्त आयोगाक घालून दिल्ल्या 4% मर्यादेच्या भितर हो तुटवडो आसतलो ही समाधानाची गजाल. हे सगळें साध्य करपा खातीर फिस्कल रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी अँड बजेट मॅनेजमेंट ॲक्ट हातूंतल्यान आवश्यक ते बदल आमी घडोवन हाडटले. सभापती महाशय, आमचो प्रवास 2022-23 ह्या आर्थीक वर्सात सुरू जाता. सिंहावलोकन करून पळयल्या उपरांत आमी 2012 ते 13 खाण वेवसाय बंदी आणि मंदी हातूंतल्यानूच मार्ग काडपाचो यत्न करीत एक दशक फुडें पावल्यात. राज्याच्या अर्थवेवस्थेक म्हत्वाचो आदार दिवपी खाण वेवसाय बंद जाल्ल्या कारणान राज्याचो आर्थीक तुटवडो भरून काडपाक 2012-13 वर्सा सावन व्हड प्रमाणात रीण काडचें पडलें. 2022-23 ह्या आर्थीक वर्सा सावन ही रिणां फारीक करपाचें काम सुरू जातलें. ह्या वर्सा आमी मुख्य रीण 1,282.76 कोटी आणि 1,988.29 कोटी व्याज फारीक करतले. हे करपा खातीर FRBM ॲक्ट द्वारा सूचित कांय नियमांचें काटेकोर पालन करून राज्याचें आर्थीक नियोजन सुसूत्रीत करीत आमी महसुली खर्चाचेर नियंत्रण हाडपी आंकडे हांवें आंकल्यात. हे आर्थीक नियंत्रण आनी नियोजन करतना समाज कल्याणाच्यो योजना किंवा साधन सुविधाचे प्रकल्प हाच्या बाबतीत कसलीच तडजोड जावची ना हे हांव जण एकल्या गोंयकाराक उतर दितां. सभापती महाशय, गोंय आणि गोंयकारांच्या ह्या आकांक्षाक पुराय करपाक सतत कृतीशील आसपी आमचे प्रधानमंत्री श्री नरेंद्र मोदीजी हांकां आयज हांव ह्या सदनाच्या आणि समेस्त गोंयकारांच्या वतीन कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करता. केंद्र सरकारा कडल्यान मेळपी शेअर इन सेंट्रल टॅक्सीस अँड ग्रँट इन एड हाच्या अंतर्गत आमकां 5,982.88 कोटी मेळपाची अपेक्षा आसा, जी रक्कम आमच्या सद्याच्या येणावेळेच्या अंदाजे 26% इतली जातली. हाचे व्यतिरिक्त केंद्र सरकार कडल्यान गोंय मुक्तीच्या 60व्या वर्सा निमित्त राज्याक 150 कोटी मेळ्ळ्यात. ह्या रकमेंतल्यान सगळ्या नगरपालिकेक प्रत्येक 1 कोटी आणि प्रत्येक पंचायतीक 50 लाख वितरीत करून आमी राज्याच्या स्वयंपूर्ण धोरणाक बळ दिवपाचो यत्न केल्लो आसा. सर, वी हॅव ऑल्सो वर्कड क्लोजली विथ NABARD to get the maximum extent of funding possible under the Rural Infrastructure Development Fund at a low rate of interest, 2.75%. We are the best performing state among the smaller states in the country in the utilization of the low interest fund and have used this innovative funding in the health, sewerage, road and water supply sector. Speaker sir, my government, in spite of the financial crunch during the pandemic periods, we able to successfully clear the pending dues of the various agencies amounting of the more than 600 crores and by using the discounting system. I assure that similar initiatives will be put in place to clear the balance pendency. नीती आयोगान वर्ष 2020-21 वर्सा खातीर जाहीर केल्ल्या इंडिया इंडेक्स रिपोर्ट 3.0 प्रमाणे सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट गोल SDG हाच्या अंतर्गत गोंय राज्य 72 अंक घेऊन 4थ्या स्थानार पावला. सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट गोल SDG चे 2 मापदंड क्लीन वॉटर अँड सॅनिटेशन अँड अफोर्डेबल अँड क्लीन एनर्जी हातूंत 100 पैकी 100 गुण मेळोवपी गोंय हे देशांतलें एकमेव राज्य जावन आसा. म्हजो प्रस्ताव आसा की ह्या सस्टेनेबल डेव्हलपमेंट गोल SDG पाठपुरवण करपा खातीर गोंय राज्याचो स्वताचो SDG डॅशबोर्ड तयार जावचो. सभापती महाशय, जन्म आणि मृत्यू नोंदणी 100% पूर्तता करपी गोंय हे देशांतलें एकमेव राज्य. 1971 वर्साच्या आदले सगळे जन्म दाखले डिजिटल स्वरूपात गोंयकारांक उपलब्ध आसात. सर, I would like to maintain here that as per the RBI study report regarding the research and development expenditure of the status in 2021, Goa's percentage of expenditure towards the scientific research is 0.7% of the GSDP, which is the second highest in the country. सभापती महाशय, 102 कायमस्वरूपी नोंदणी केंद्राच्या सहाय्यान आम्ही 100% आधार कार्ड नोंदणी करपाक यशस्वी जाल्यात. स्वयंपूर्ण गोवा, स्वयंपूर्ण युवा, सरकार तुमच्या दारी अशा असंख्य अभिनव उपक्रमांतल्यान आम्ही 80 परस चड आधार कॅम्प घेऊन जनमानसासमोर पावपाक यशस्वी जाल्यात. दिव्यांग व्यक्ती तसेच खूप जाणट्या पिरायेच्या व्यक्तींच्या सोयी खातीर तांच्या घरा वचून नोंदणी करपाची आम्ही व्यवस्था केल्या. सभापती महाशय, गोयच्या इतिहासात पहिलेच फावट स्वयंपूर्ण गोंय या संकल्पने खाला गोंय प्रशासनातले 205 ग्रुप ए सनदी अधिकारी स्वयंपूर्ण मित्र म्हणून कार्यरत जावन आशिल्ल्या निर्धारित पंचायत व नगरपालिका क्षेत्रात काम करपाक लागल्या आणि विविध सरकारी योजनांचो लाभ सामान्य मनशा मेरेन तळमळीन कल्पकतेन पावोवपाक लागल्यात. ताका लागून खूप खोस भोगता. सरकार तुमच्या दारी हो म्हज्या सरकारात एक कल्पक उपक्रम आसा. आम्ही फाटल्या वर्सा ह्या उपक्रमांतल्यान 12 जाग्याचेर जाल्ल्या कार्यावळींतल्यान 40,000 लोकांपर्यंत पावोवन प्रशासनाकडे प्रलंबीत विषय सुटावे करपाक तशेंच जीवनान लागपी दाखले वा हेर योजना सेवा हेचो लाभ घेवपाक मदत करपाक शकले. स्वयंपूर्ण गोवा 2.0 माध्यमांतल्यान मिनिमम गव्हर्नमेंट मॅक्झिमम गव्हर्नन्स सध्या करपाक अंत्योदय विचारधारेच्या प्रत्यक्षात कार्यान्वित करपाक हाच्या फुडें असेच उपक्रम चालू दवरपाची म्हज्या सरकाराची मोख आसा. Speaker sir, Goa Institute for the Future Transformation (GIFT) has been constituted to the functioning as a think tank of the government. The reputed academicians, professionals and industrialists will be put on the institution to guide the government in policy making. Speaker sir, we have notified Chief Minister Fellowship Program to involve the dynamic youth in our public administration system in the thematic areas of health, education, renewable energy. I propose to engage more such fellows for the better governance outcomes for which the provision of rupees 80 lakhs has been earmarked. सभापती महाशय, गुड गव्हर्नन्स ही फक्त एक घोषणा ना उरत, ती आमच्या दिसपट्ट्या कामकाजाचो अविभाज्य घटक आसा आणि ह्या नदरेन आम्ही पब्लिक ग्रीव्हन्सीस सेल पुनर्जीवित करपाचें थारायलां. या माध्यमांतल्यान आम्ही प्रशासनात 100% पारदर्शकता हाडपाक शकतले आणि राईट ऑफ सिटीजन टू द टायम बाउंड डिलिव्हरी पब्लिक सर्व्हिसेस ॲक्ट चे यशस्वी कार्यान्वित जातले हाची म्हाका खात्री आसा. सभापती महाशय, गोंय प्रशासन गतिमान आणि कृतीशील करप ही काळाची गरज आसा. बदलत्या काळात कामकाज करपाक आधुनिक तंत्रज्ञानाची कास धरपाची पडटा. एक विशिष्ट पिरायेच्या उपरांत बदल आत्मसात करप शक्य जायना हाची म्हज्या सरकाराक जाणीव आसा. ह्या नदरेन सरकाराक पावला उखलीत आमी व्हॉलंटरी रिटायरमेंट स्कीम जाहीर करता. ह्या योजनेची सविस्तर माहिती आणि सोपस्कार आमी कांय दिसां भितर जाहीर करतले आणि हाच्या खातीर 10 कोटीची तरतूद ह्या अर्थसंकल्पात केल्या. सभापती महाशय, दीनदयाळ स्वास्थ्य योजना ही आमच्या सरकारान लोकाभिमुख विचारसरणीचे प्रतीक जावन आसा. ही योजना व्यापक करप आणि देशभर मान्यता दिवपाच्या दृष्टीन काय बदल करून वित्त खात्याच्या वरवीं नव्यान सादर करपाचो आमचो हावेस आसा, विच इज द मेडिकल इन्शुरन्स. सभापती महाशय, आमी पळयता की कनिश्ठ पदाचेर काम करपी आमचे अनेक सरकारी कर्मचारी आपलो विमो इन्शुरन्स करिनात. अकस्मात तांचे बरें वायट जाल्यार तांच्या कुटुंबाक संकटां येता आनी ह्या कारणान आमी गोवा सरकारी कर्मचारी विमा योजना चालीक लावपाचें थारायलां. लायफ इन्शुरन्स मनोहर पर्रीकर कल्याण निधी स्थापन करून पंचायती आनी नगरपालिकेच्या विशेष प्रकल्पांक आर्थीक सहाय्य दिवपाची आमी तरतूद केल्या. हेल्थ सभापती महाशय, सभागृहाच्या माध्यमांतल्यान सांगपाक खूब खोस भोगता की गोंय राज्यांतल्या 18 वर्सां पिराये परस व्हड समेस्त जनतेक कोरोना लसीकरण करपाक आमी यशस्वी जाल्यात. आमचे सगळे आरोग्य कर्मचारी, डॉक्टर्स आनी समेस्त कोविड योद्ध्याक हांव कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करतां. Speaker sir, the allocation to the health sector has been increased to rupees 1,970.20 crores, which is a 12.86% above the allocation given in the previous year. Goa Medical College. A state-of-art tertiary care center is under the execution at Bambolim with a total outlay of rupees 247 crores. It will offer the advanced surgical and medical oncology treatment for all types of cancers in the state of Goa. In order to strengthen the infrastructure at the Goa Medical College, I have allotted to the total capital provision of rupees 173 crores. Speaker sir, the commission of the super specialty block at the Goa Medical College has made available infrastructure facilities of 550 beds with the piped oxygen port at each bed, including the 86 ICU bed, new department of the transfusion medicines, physical medicines, rehabilitations, emergency medicines, geriatric medicines, medical oncology, surgical oncology, medical gastroenterology, surgical gastroenterology, and cardiac anesthesiology have been established, which will immensely benefited by the fellow Goans. Also, we are starting DM and MCH courses in the super specialty, which is the first of its kind in the state. Directorate of Health Services. Speaker sir, starting a cardiac cath lab for the heart patient in the South Goa District Hospital is underway. The neurosurgery unit in the South Goa District Hospital will be commissioned soon. Speaker sir, Vision for All, the initiatives which we have started in 2020 to provide the top-end eye care people has received the wide response. 13,000 patients were screened and 8,000 free spectacles were given. I propose to continue the initiatives in the financial year 22-23. Speaker sir, I propose to open 2 critical care blocks of the 50 bed each at a GMC and a South Goa District Hospital with an outlay of 23 crores each from PM ABHIM. 2 integrated public health labs, 1 in each district, and 141 health and wellness centers in the rural and urban levels with the assistance of the 15th Finance Commission grant pertaining to the health sector will be open, and where the focus will be the reproductive and child health, communicable and non-communicable diseases, palliative care, and Ayush services. Speaker sir, in order to achieve the universal health coverage along with the providing the free quality of the health care to the people of Goa, I have allotted rupees 65 crores for the Deen Dayal Swasthya Seva Yojana. Speaker sir, I am proud to state that the Goa is in eliminating phase of TB, malaria, filaria, and leprosy due to the sustainable efforts of the health services team. IPHP and Dental College. Speaker sir, IPHP is expanding its existing 190-bedded hospital by another 100 beds under the centrally sponsored of the Center of Excellence at a cost of rupees 53.82 crores, which will include the special, geriatric, pediatric, and also the ward for the mentally ill prisoners. Further, the expansion of the Goa Dental College is expected to be completed by June 2022 and estimated cost of rupees 92 crores. Food and Drug Administration. Speaker sir, Goa has been awarded by FSSAI as the best performing state in the country and the Food Safety Index for the third consecutive year. Considering the present request of the general public to have an office of the Food and Drug Administration in South Goa, I propose to open the branch office at Margao. Infrastructure, GSIDs. Speaker Sir, capital outlay provided to the GSIDC for the infrastructure work is 372 crores in order to complete and take up the following project. Upgradation of the primary health center, Sange. It is an 18.77 crores. Freedom Fighters Memorial at Patradevi, 12.68 crores. Four-laning bridge at Hodar in Kurcharem, 22.10 crores. Minor bridge across the river Tar at Mapsa, which is at 10.33 crores. Bridge at Paikur Sattari, 13.97 crores. New lecture hall for GMC, 32.60 crores. Ravindra Bhavan at Kankona, which is in 54 crores. Goa Board for the Secondary and Higher Secondary Education, Porvorim, 30 crores. School buildings at Bicholim and Saklim, it is at 30.24 crores. Speaker Sir, the construction of the wholesale fish market at Margao, rupees 15.60 crores has been taken up. The next phase of providing the mechanical equipment and cold storage at the cumulative cost of 39 crores with the central assistance is also proposed to be taken up in the year 22-23. Speaker Sir, I am happy to share that the construction of the minor bridge across the Tar and which is commenced on the 10th of December 2021, which is completed by completing by the 30th of April 2022 within 5 months. Similarly, the bridge at Paikur is being constructed and being completed well before the stipulated time within the completion. Speaker Sir, Kalabhavan Sakwale will be made fully functioning by the 15th August 2022. The Ravindra Bhavan at Kankona costing rupees 54 crores has been advanced stage of completion and proposed to be completion by the 19th December 2022. Speaker Sir, the administrative complex of the Directorate of Accounts at Porvorim will be completed by 19th December 2022. सभापती महाशय, सार्वजनिक बांधकाम खात्याक 2099.80 कोटीची आर्थिक तरतूद करपाचे थारायलां. सभापती महाशय, पेयजल वितरणाच्या क्षेत्रात गोंय देशभरातल्या राज्याच्या तुलनेत आघाडीचेर आसा म्हटल्यार अतिताय जावची ना. पायपलायनींतल्यान जावपी घरगुती उदक पुरवणी बाबतींत सगळेच घराबे जोडचे हे आमचे गोंय देशांतले पयले राज्य थारलां. केंद्राच्या जलजीवन मिशनच्या जायराती प्रमाणे हर घर नल से जल साध्य करपी गोंय हे पयले राज्य. पुरय उदक पुरवणी कामा खातीर आमी ह्या वर्सा 721.72 कोटीची तरतूद केल्या. हातूंतल्यान 100 कोटीची तरतूद ही जलजीवन मिशन खातीर आसतली. Speaker Sir, our state will be the first state in the country to achieve the real-time monitoring of water supply system, and tender is already invited for the implementation in this financial year. Speaker Sir, during the financial year, we propose to commence off 10 MLD water treatment plant, Pali, costing of rupees 10 crores. 25 MLD at Ganjem, costing of rupees 120 crores. 15 MLD at Sandil, costing 95.71 crores. 3 MLD at Kolem, Dharbandoda, costing of rupees 30 crores. 30 MLD at Ostoda water treatment plant, costing of rupees 14.50 crores. Speaker Sir, the ongoing Japan International Cooperation Agency's JICA project, an estimated of rupees 1,404.57 crores targeted for the completion by June 2022. Speaker Sir, my government will continue the implementation of the scheme Save Water to Get Free Water, wherein 16,000 litres per month to made available free of cost. My government is aware the water supply billing issues, and I would like to mention in this August House that every week 1 day is earmarked to sort out the billing issues at all the subdivision office of the water supply division. Speaker Sir, my government is aimed to increase the sewerage connectivity target from the 17% to the 28% in this year. The sewerage project at Kolva, Kaune, Baga, Mapsa will be commissioned in this financial year. The allocation to the sewerage sector of rupees 372.87 crores. Speaker sir, Union government has sanctioned the project for the national highway costing of rupees 12,000 crores, and which includes the Zuari bridge, and which will be the open for a traffic by the June end of this year. 2 observatory towers of the Zuari bridge will be constructed, by which the RFP is already invited. Speaker sir, Goa received rupees 80 crores under the Central Road Infrastructure Funds to improve the 75 kilometers of the state roads. The total allocation of the development of the roads in the state budget is 725.34 crores. Mopa Airport Connectivity Road costing of rupees 1,183 crores is under execution and with the state-of-art facilities. Hot mixing of the various major state roads in the state are already completed, and the periodically renewal of the improvement of riding surface is proposed. Water Resource Department. Speaker sir, the total outlay of the Water Resource Department is 540.02 crores. Sabhapati Mahashay, 1465.60 कोटी खर्चून तिळारी जलसंचयनी प्रकल्प आम्ही येता त्या मे महिन्यात पुराय करपाक सज्ज आसात. हो प्रकल्प पुराय जातकच अंदाजे 14,521 हेक्टर जमीन सिंचना खाली येतली आणि पेडणे, बार्देश, दिवचल तालुक्यातल्या 1.5 लाख लोकांक फायदो जातलो. शेतकी आणि व्यवसाय प्रत्यक्ष अप्रत्यक्ष रीतीन रोजगार निर्माण करून 300 कोटीची उलाढाल जातली असो आमचो अंदाज आसा. स्पीकर सर, in order to implement the flood control measures in the areas badly affected on the Madai River, Shafora River, Mapsa River, Khandepa River, I propose to implement a comprehensive flood mitigation project, and for these rivers at the cost of rupees more than 100 crores. Speaker sir, under the World Bank aid, the warn and alert about the impending disasters such as cyclone, tsunami, etc., 38 early warning dissemination towers has been envisaged along with the coastline, of which the 23 towers have been installed and commissioned. We plan to complete the project by December 2022. Speaker sir, under the funding of the World Bank, we propose to conduct the safety audit of the Saravlim and Anjunia Dam and taken up the rehabilitation and improvement of on the recommendation of the dam safety panel. Speaker sir, the following food step the central government Catch the Rain program. I propose to introduce the community participation program in water harvesting. To encourage and promote the community participation in water harvesting, the registered group farmers, youth clubs, NGO can be the construction of the water harvesting structure, which will be supported with the assistance to extend 80% of the cost structure. For the purpose of provision of 10 crores has been earmarked. Speaker sir, my government is proposed to implement web-based real-time data acquisitions and flood forecasting system and septal decision support system by introducing the grid of real-time data acquisition system, early warning system to measure the river discharge, rainfall, temperature, wind pattern, etc. This will assist the government in predicting the impending disasters such as flood, cloudburst, cyclone, etc. well in advance. Town and country planning. सभापती महाशय, जण एकल्या गोंयकाराक आपल्या हक्काचे घर मेळप शक्य जावपा खातीर गोंय सरकार प्रयत्नशील आसा आणि ह्याच विचारांतल्यान होम लोन इंटरेस्ट सबवेन्शन स्कीम चालीक लावपाक थारायला आणि हाज्या खातीर 20 कोटीची तरतूद केल्ली आसा. सभापती महाशय, आपल्या घराचे स्वप्न पुराय करताना गोंयकाराक कायदेशीर सोपस्कार करताना अनंत अडचणी पार करच्यो पडटा. ह्या कारणान चडांत चड शासकीय सेवा ऑनलायन हाडपाच्यो आमचो हावेस आसा. ऑनलायन बिल्डिंग प्लॅन एप्रुवल मॅनेजमेंट सिस्टीम जी सध्या ल्हान घरां खातीर उपलब्ध आसा तिचो विस्तार हेर निवासी प्रकल्पां खातीर करतले. Speaker sir, my government is also intend to take up the online issuance of the zoning certificate and NOC under the section of 49(6) of the TCP Act for the registration of the documents of the plot. Speaker sir, I propose to delegate the powers of giving the technical clearance for the construction up to 500 square meters in approved layouts to authorized architecture empaneled by TCP department, which will allow the public to get the faster clearance from the department. Public-Private Partnership Department. Speaker sir, PPP cell has been upgraded into the full-fledged department of the Public-Private Partnership to accelerate the infrastructure development and assist monetization of the PPP basis, for which I have allotted rupees 4.60 crores. The PPP department has successfully steered the e-auction process of IDC plot at Verna and also finalized the bid documentation related to the different projects like Convention Center, Maritime School and commercial project of the Marmagua PDA. Transport and Civil Aviation. Transport Department. Speaker sir, allocation to the transport sector of rupees 289.41 crores to reimburse the cost of device upon the fitment of the digital fare meter. I have been the provision of rupees 20 crores. I appeal to all my remaining Goan taxi owner to avail the benefit under this scheme and get the taxi meter installed. Speaker sir, my government has simplified the scheme, the Goa State Interim Compensation of the Road Accident Victim, which the objective is to provide the financial assistance to the road accident victim irrespective of the insurance covered enjoyed by them. An amount of rupees 150 crores has been provisioned for this scheme. Speaker sir, under the FAME 2, the scheme of the Government of India, 35 AC electrical buses have been received and operational on the various routes in the state of Goa. Delivery of the balance 15 AC electrical buses is expected soon. Further, in the second phase of purchasing the additional 100 buses, I have provided rupees 37.50 crores for the year 22-23. Speaker sir, currently the Transport Department collects the more than 80% of this receipt through the electronic mode and also provides 174 type of services pertaining to the vehicle registration, driving license and permits with around 16 online services. I proposed to put in place the system wherein all receipts which will be collected in electronic mode. Speaker sir, my government has planned to construct the modern bus stand on PPP basis at Panji and Margao. We also plan to undertake upgradation of the various bus stands, of which the capital outlay of rupees 20 crores has been provided. Speaker sir, my government will start undertaking the remote enforcement through the sophisticated integrated traffic management system, which will provide the live real-time data and capture the violations and enable the government to penalize the violators remotely as per law. Speaker sir, I also plan to assist the Konkan Railway in operating the Margao station in PPP mode on the revenue sharing model. Civil Aviation. Speaker sir, the construction of the Mopa Airport is in full swing and the project is expected to complete commission and dedicated to the nation by August 2022. Is commissioned in the 75th year of the India's independence. Speaker sir, the strengthening and widening and recarpeting of the existing approach road to the Mopa Airport will be completed, for which the provision of rupees 16 crores has been made. Port and river navigation. Speaker sir, first phase of the phase 2 for the river regeneration under the desilting of the river Sal is completed, and my government wants to undertake the second phase of phase 2, for which I have made the budgetary provision of the 10 crores. Further, in the second phase of the rejuvenation of the river Sal, damaged embarked and will be the restored and barrage constructions, which will be the mechanical gate and opening with the large aeration unit, and will be the installed, continuously improving the water quality at a cost of around 20 crores. Speaker Sir, the construction of the state-of-the-art terminal building for the captain of port at a cost of rupees 25.18 crores, which will be completed by the end of this year. Also, the continuation, upgradation and beautification of the landing facilities at various ferry ramps such as the Panji, Raibandra, Old Goa, etc. is in process of smooth ferry operations. Speaker Sir, we are in the process of commissioning the first solar hybrid electrical green boat and for the inland water transport by the end of April 2022 to reduce the environmental pollution. Also, 2 more conventional ferry boats are under construction. We will be soon added the fleet of 35 ferry boats to replace the older ones. For this fleet upgradation, the construction and renovation of the jetties, I have allotted the total capital outlay of rupees 48.70 crores for the year 22-23. Power and renewable energies. Speaker Sir, so far the large-scale ongoing infrastructure work in a power sector and continuously advance in the renewable energy field. The allocation to the sector of rupees 3,230.50 crores for the year 22-23. Speaker Sir, the project related to design, supply, erection, testing, commissioning of 33 kV substation at 2M has been proposed to supply the power to the upcoming electronic manufacturing cluster at 2M and surrounding areas. Speaker Sir, the new state-of-art 33 kV substation proposed at Mandrem to enhance the power supply availability, reliability and quality to the Mandrem and surrounding areas. Speaker Sir, work related to the conversion and existing overhead conductors to high current capacity conductors have been proposed for the major 33 kV feeders for supplying the enhanced power to the cities Mapsa, Vasco, Margao, Bicholim, and similar works will be carried out at a 220 kV feeder at Fonda. Speaker Sir, work related to the conversion of the existing overhead conductors to the underground cablings have been proposed across the major towns and cities. Speaker Sir, during the financial year 22-23, work related to design, supply, erection, testing and commissioning of 220 kV GIS substation at Saligaon and Lotalim proposed to be undertaken to improve the power supply availability, reliability and quality to the North Goa and South Goa respectively. Speaker Sir, we propose to avail the central assistance under the revamped distribution sector scheme. Under the scheme, we will undertake the project related to the smart metering, SCADA and automation system, strengthening the works, setting up of the augmentation and substantion, IT projects, etc. The provision of rupees 355 crores has been made implementation of the scheme. New and renewable energy. Speaker Sir, in order to continue the support towards the solar energy initiatives, I have made the provision of rupees 10 crores for the year 22-23 for providing 50% subsidy for the solar rooftop for the residential areas. I also proposed to set up the concentric solar thermal plant in GMC, Asilo, Auspicio to substitute the use of the fossil fuels. Speaker Sir, under the electrical vehicle policy as well as the policy of charging station infrastructure to promote the green energy in the transportation, I have allotted rupees 25 crores to extend the financial assistance for the purchase of electrical vehicles. Speaker Sir, the feasibility study for the establishment of the micro hydropower project at the various locations in the state is in the progress and my government will explore the opportunities to establish few such projects in this financial year. Speaker Sir, biomass briquetting plant have been capacity of 20 tons per day. It is constructed at the cost of ₹5 crores, will be commissioned shortly, and we proposed to expand the same and to encourage the more such plants in the state. Industries, mines, employment and IT. सभापती महाशय, उद्योग, खाणी, रोजगार, माहिती आणि तंत्रज्ञान ह्या चारही खात्यांक 340.93 कोटीची आम्ही तरतूद केल्या. Speaker Sir, my government is serious on attracting the employment generating investment in Goa. We have earmarked 3.75 crores for the various initiatives in the Goa Investment Promotional and Facilitation Board. Speaker Sir, in order to support and promote the khadi and other village industry, I have provided the allocation of rupees 2.60 crores. Speaker Sir, under the scheme for the fund of the regeneration of the traditional industry, Spurti, the 7 clusters have been taken up. 2 paddy cluster for the North Goa and South Goa, chili cluster, jaggery cluster, multi-fruit clusters, food processing cluster, coir cluster, which will be the operational in 22-23. New clusters are also being identified under this scheme. Speaker Sir, the employment scheme, extended employment subsidy for the cashew industry to benefit the cashew industry will be implemented from this financial year, which a provision of ₹5 crores has been made. Speaker Sir, there will be emphasis on propagating the Prime Minister formalization of micro food processing entrepreneurship, the scheme to identify new business in the food processing industry. For this purpose, I have made the provision of rupees 11.66 crores. Under this scheme, we have provided seed capital and the bank linkage to 250 self-help group and who are involved in the micro food processing industry, and for the financial year 22-23, 700 more entrepreneurs will be supported. Speaker Sir, I propose to formulate logistic policy in the financial year 22-23. Speaker Sir, centralized joint inspection system for the inspection of the various industries compliances has already been put up in a place for the different agencies to save the precious and productivity time of the industries in Goa. Further, 2 courses titled Associate Fellows of Industrial Health and organized by DG Facile and 1-month course of Supervisor working in hazardous industries would be conducted every year. Handicraft, textile and coir. Speaker Sir, the total allocation of the handicraft, textile and coir sector is 29.35 crores. My government is proposed to set up the garment making facilities with the computer-aided designing technology at 2 locations in the state. Speaker Sir, my government is intent to implement mechanism wherein the coir fiber extracted from the coconut husk, which would be otherwise be wasted, would be supplied to the coir artisan and enable them to produce the value-added coir product like the corridor mats, geotextile and such other coir handicraft item. Speaker Sir, under the central scheme, we have received the principal sanction of ₹10 crores by the Ministry of Textile, Government of India for the setting up of the Kunbi Craft Village in South Goa. Mines and Zoology. सभापती महाशय, माझ्या सरकारान खाण व्यवसाय सुसूत्रीत करपा खातीर खर पावलां उचलल्यात. हाचोच भाग म्हणून आमी डंप पॉलिसी चालीक लायल्या. आमी खाण महामंडळ स्थापन केलां आनी खाण व्यवसाय पुराय क्षमतेन चालू करपाक खाणपट्ट्यांतल्या जनतेक आर्थीक स्थैर्य आणि रोजगार उपलब्ध जावपाचो मार्ग सुकूर केला. म्हाका विश्वास आसा की ह्या आर्थीक वर्सा आमी सरकाराक 650 कोटीचो महसूल मेळटलो. Information and technology. Speaker Sir, the allocation of the IT sector is ₹143.84 crores Through this, it shall be our endeavor to achieve the delivery of the various citizen-centric services through 246 common service center and to add more services including those the Directorate of Transport, Civil Supply, etc. Speaker sir, in order to aid the students thereby and helping them to assuring the e-content and attending the online classes, I propose to implement the wired internet scheme for the remote school through the Directorate of Education, for which the provision of rupees 1 crore has been made. Speaker sir, work of setting up of the electronic manufacturing cluster at 2M funded by MITI and going on full swing. The basic infrastructure including internal road, allied utilities, administration block, street lighting, etc. will be completed by September 2022, for which the provision of rupees 55 crores has been made. Once this EMC is set up and we are targeting the employment generation of over the 2,000 over a period of 5 years. Speaker sir, under the startup policy, additional benefits of the women entrepreneurs and establishment of the fund have been incorporated. The provision of rupees 10 crores has been made to implement the policy on ground. Speaker sir, I propose to implement e-governance measures such as e-office, e-HRMS, etc., which will be enable us to go paperless and maintain the centralized database of employees. Labor and employment. Speaker sir, the allocation to this segment of rupees 107.65 crores, of which 77.03 crores has been earmarked for ESI scheme. I will expedite the processing of setting up of an ESI hospital in North Goa. Speaker sir, my government is in process of implementing the one new maternity benefit scheme for the female industrial worker belonging to the SC/ST for the proper postnatal care. Skill development and entrepreneurship. Speaker sir, my government is continuously starving the skilling, upskilling and reskilling of the Goan youth, through which they implementing the various skill development programs under the flagship program of Honorable Prime Minister to supply the skilled workforce to the industry. I allotted rupees 114.03 crores for this purpose of 22-23. Speaker sir, considering the emerging technology demands, new age trade course introduced in the various ITIs like lift and escalator mechanics and floriculture, landscaping, the fire and technology, industrial safety management, smartphone technician cum app tester in plan logistic assistance, fashion designing technology. I propose to add more such modern courses so that youth in the state are not left behind in this advanced era. Speaker sir, in order to encourage the skill development of the women to make them Swayambhurna and independent, I propose to conduct the more programs exclusively for the women entrepreneurship development at a district level and a state level. Speaker sir, it is noticed that there is a mismatch between the demand and supply of the trained workforce. To identify this gap, we have decided to conduct the study through the agencies with the assistance from the central government along with the inputs from industries. Speaker sir, my government will launch entrepreneurship policy which will be the help youth to opt the self-employment and help them to identify the focus area, the bank linkage, robust market linkage, and initially handhold to ensure the sustainability of their venture. In order to handhold the budding Goan entrepreneurs, I propose to implement a scheme wherein the professional agency will guide this youth in various aspects where the startup ventures for which the provision of rupees 50 lakhs has been made. Speaker sir, I propose to set up the utility centers in each ITIs to offer to support the general public for the maintenance work and new job which will be make the ITIs more people-centric and will also beneficial for providing the trainees with the platform for the practical applications of their skill set. Agriculture, animal husbandry and fisheries. सभापती महाशय, ह्या वर्सा शेती, पशुपालन आणि मत्स्य उद्योग खात्याक 567.26 कोटीची भरीव तरतूद हांवें केल्या. म्हज्या स्वयंपूर्ण गोंयच्या संकल्पनेंतल्यान ह्या तिनूय क्षेत्रांतल्यान गोंयकारांक बळगें मेळचें हो म्हजो हावेस आसा. एग्रीकल्चर अँड हॉर्टिकल्चर. सभापती महाशय, फाटल्या वर्सा आमी गोंयच्या 1047 शेतकारां कडल्यान 1038 टन भाजी खरेदी करपाक शकले. आर्थीक वर्सा 22-23 खातीर ह्या संदर्भात 8 कोटीची तरतूद केल्या. गोंयच्या इतिहासांत पयलेच फावटी आमी स्थानीक शेतकऱ्यांक रोजां मॅरीगोल्ड फुलाची लागवड करपाक प्रोत्साहीत करपाक शकले आणि 280 शेतकऱ्यांनी सहभागांतल्यान 20 हेक्टर जमनीन ह्या लागवडी खाली हाडपाक शकले. सभापती महाशय, ह्याच दिशेन पावलां मारीत आमी 300 शेतकऱ्यांच्या सहभागांतल्यान 30 हेक्टर जमनीन हळद म्हणजे टर्मरीक लागवडी खाली हाडपाक शकले. वाडीव उत्पन्न दिवपाक जातीची फणस उत्पादनकूय आमी प्रोत्साहन दीत आसा. Speaker sir, we are providing the loan up to ₹3 lakh to the farmer for the agriculture purpose, 0% rate interest. I appeal to all my farmers to avail the benefit of this opportunity. To boost the vegetable cultivation, my government has provided assured the procurement rates 150% of the average cost of the cultivation of vegetable. My government has also distributed 2003 kg of the high-yielding vegetable seeds on a 50% of the subsidy to farmers. Speaker sir, as now we have provided 45,088 Krishi card to the farmers on availing the assistance under the various schemes. My government has undertaken the special drive and provided 8,497 Kisan credit card to the farmers through the bank, which is under the farmers to avail the loan amounting ₹95.26 crores for the agriculture purpose. Speaker sir, I propose to provide the online platform to facilitate the farmer to sell their agricultural produce and value-added product. The same will be the launch shortly. An incubation center is proposed to processing of the coconut, vegetable and fruit at the government agriculture farm, Salsit, at the 2.60 crores, which will be the greatly help for the Goan youth farmers. Animal husbandry and veterinary services. Speaker sir, an allocation of the animal husbandry department of ₹167.28 crores. Speaker sir, I am pleased to state that and we have taken the initiatives to cover the dairy farmers under Kisan Credit Card Scheme. 2,146 farmers have applied under the scheme, and I am covered the 100% dairy farmers under these schemes in 22-23. Speaker sir, I propose to setting up the 24/7 call center under the National Animal Disaster Control Program for the telephonic verification of FMD vaccination and animal welfare services. I also proposed to setting up the animal emergency services within 24/7 animal ambulance facilities during the year 22-23. Fisheries. सभापती महाशय, नुस्तें उद्योग क्षेत्रा खातीर 118.38 कोटी दिल्ले आसा, जे 2021-22 परस 72.41 इतले चड आसा. सभापती महाशय, दूध उत्पादनाच्या धर्तीचेरूच आमी नुस्तेकारां खातीरूय बी किसान क्रेडिट कार्डा खाला विशेष मोहीम हातात घेतल्या. ही येवजण राज्यांतल्या 286 नुस्तेकारांक लागू केल्या आणि 2.6 कोटीची रिणां वितरीत केल्या. 2022-23 वर्सा ही येवजणा खाला 100% नुस्तेकारांक हातूंत आस्पाव करपाक सोदता. सभापती महाशय, हांव सगळ्या नुस्त्या डिलरांचो आनी नुस्त्या वेंडरांचो एक डेटाबेस तयार करून सोदता, जेका लागून वेगवेगळ्या वाठारांतल्या आनी समाजांतल्या नुस्तेकारां भाव भयणींक मान्यता दिवपाक मदत जातली. हाका लागून राज्यांतल्या थळाव्या नुस्तेकारां खातीर मदत जातली. सभापती महाशय, प्रधानमंत्री मत्स्य संपदा योजने खाला फिश एंटरप्रिनर्स वरवीं हांव राज्यांत 10 बायोफ्लॉक युनिट स्थापन करूंक सोदता. हाका लागून इनलँड एक्वाकल्चर नुस्त्या उत्पादनाक वाड जातली. तशेंच हाज्या फुडें नुस्तें क्षेत्रांत रोजगार निर्मिती जावपाक खातीर ही येवजणे खाला वेगवेगळ्या ह्या गटा अंतर्गत चड आदर दिवपा खातीर 38.45 कोटीची तरतूद केल्ली आसा. Social welfare, women and child development and tribal welfare. सभापती महाशय, हांव गोंयकारांक उतर दितां की म्हाजें सरकार आनी प्रशासन सातत्यान अंत्योदय तत्वाचे पुरस्कर्ते आसा आनी समाजाच्या प्रत्येक घटकाक मागीर जावं तो ज्येष्ठ नागरीक, महिला, दिव्यांगजन, अनुसूचित जाती, अनुसूचित जमाती, इतर मागासवर्गीय, अल्पसंख्यांक, आर्थीक मागासवर्गीय, म्हाजें सरकार सगळ्यांच्या उन्नती खातीर कटिबद्ध आसा. सभापती महाशय, समाज कल्याण खात्या खातीर 464.83 कोटीचे तरतूद केल्या. जाणट्या व्यक्तींचे आनी विधवा भयणींचे कल्याण करपाक म्हजें प्राधान्य आसा. खर्चाची कसलीच तोडजोड करिनासतना त्याची सुरक्षताय आनी तेका वयर काडपाक 2022-23 वर्सा खातीर दयानंद सामाजीक सुरक्षा योजना चालीक लावपा खातीर एकूण 328 कोटीची तरतूद केल्या. सभापती महाशय, म्हज्या सरकारान आत्मनिर्भर भारत स्वयंपूर्ण गोंय ह्या बॅनरा खाला वेगवेगळ्या वाठारांत कितलीशीच जागृताय शिबिरां कॅम्प आयोजीत करून युनिक डिझॅबिलिटी आयडेंटिटी कार्डचे सुमारा 2000 अर्जाची नोंदणी केला. हातूंतल्यान 1107 कार्डां कार्यान्वित जाल्या. अशा तरेची कार्डां सगळ्या 18,000 सक्षम लाभधारकांक पोटेन्शियल बेनिफिशरीजांक आमी दिवपाक सोदता. सभापती महाशय, असिस्टंट टू द डिझेबल्ड पर्सन ह्या येवजणे खाला दिव्यांग व्यक्तीक एड्स अँड एप्लायन्सीस वांटपा खातीर म्हज्या सरकारान शिबिरां आयोजीत केला. ह्या वरवीं एकूण 2175 लाभधारकांक सोदून काडून 1.72 कोटी इतल्या रकमेची एड्स अँड एप्लायन्सीस दिल्या. स्पीकर सर, फॉर द स्कीम टायटल COVID-19 relief to the marginalized unorganized sector, which provides the one-time financial relief for the COVID-affected livelihood, an amount of rupees 20.12 crores has been earmarked. Speaker sir, to settle the pendency under the ex gratia financial assistance to the family of the victim of the COVID-19, which provides the one-time ex gratia of rupees 2 lakhs to the family of the deceased victim, the 20 crores had been provisioned. Speaker sir, the providing the one-time travel assistance to the Goan to visit the scared holy places outside the Goa under the Mukhyamantri Dev Darshan Yatra Yojana, I have increased the allocation of the rupees 15 crores. Speaker sir, my department is intent to implement e-roster in administration, which will be the validity of the roster entries online without the need for any physical verification. I also intend to issue the senior citizen cards across the different countries in the state. वुमन अँड चाइल्ड डेव्हलपमेंट. सभापती महाशय, महिला आणि बाल कल्याण खात्याक 2022-23 वर्सा खातीर हांवें 434.34 कोटीची तरतूद केल्या. सप्लिमेंटरी न्यूट्रिशन प्रोग्रामच्या अंतर्गत ल्हान भुरगीं, गरोदर वा नवप्रसूत बायलां हांकां सकस आहार दिवपाक 93.84 कोटीची तरतूद केल्या. सभापती महाशय, गृह आधार योजनेत म्हज्या 1,29,423 लाभार्थी भयणीं खातीर 230.55 कोटी आणि लाडली लक्ष्मी लाभार्थी खातीर 85.87 कोटीची तरतूद माझ्या अर्थसंकल्पात आसा. Speaker sir, Mamata scheme, which provides the financial assistance incentives in the tune of rupees 10,000 to the mothers who deliver a girl child. I have made the provision of rupees 5.92 crores in 22-23. My government will continue to provide the maternity benefit under the Pradhan Mantri Matru Vandana Yojana, for which the sufficient budgetary provision have been made. Tribal welfare. Speaker sir, the disbursement of the scholarship to the ST student in 22-23, the provision of rupees 28.32 crores has been made, and for the providing the better educational facilities to the tribal communities in the state, the total provision of rupees 45.75 crores has been made. Speaker sir, for year 22-23, I have increased the provision of rupees 20 crore for Atal Ashra Yojana, and rupees 4 crores have been kept implementing the Matrutva Yojana scheme. Speaker sir, we have distributed 147 titles under the scheduled tribes and other traditional forest dwellers, the recognition of the Forest Right Act 2006, and to expedite the balance pendency, the provision of rupees 10.10 crores has been made. Speaker sir, to take up the developmental activities in tribal area, total capital outlay of 56.71 crores has been provided to the Tribal Welfare Department for the construction of the Tribal Bhavan at Parvarim and provision of rupees 10 crores has been provided. Speaker sir, we have commissioned the work for the establishment of the Tribal Research Institute as well as the Tribal Museum and aim to complete the work speedily. Education, higher education, technical education. Sabhapati Mahashay, Nelson Mandela hane म्हणा, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. शिक्षणात जग बदलपाची ताकद असा. शिक्षण हे देशाचे भवितव्य आणि समाज उद्धाराचे प्रभावी माध्यम असा. शिक्षण क्षेत्रात आमचे गोय आनीकूय फुडें वयचे आणि आदर्श जावचे ही मोख दवरून या क्षेत्रा खातीर 3850.98 कोटीची भरघोस तरतूद केल्या. Speaker sir, my government, besides laying the stress on a physical infrastructure in the school, has also been committed to improve the quality of education in the state. We have renovated and rebuilt the most of the government school during the last few years, and this year we propose to renovate the remaining ones. For the purpose, the provision of rupees 50 crores has been made. Speaker sir, I propose to set up and upgrade the science lab initially in a 350 schools, vocational lab in a 71 school and 20 new adult tinkering labs. Upgradation of the computer lab in a school will be taken up in a phased manner to cover all the schools in the state. I also intend to upgrade the sports facilities in a 350 schools. Speaker sir, in the last academic subject, the coding and robotic was introduced, benefiting the 65,000 students of class 6, 7th, 8th for the year 22-23. In order to broaden the scope of the scheme, the provision of rupees 21.86 crores has been made. Further, to establish ICT pedagogical and training and R&D hub for a school, allocation of rupees 2 crores has been made. Speaker sir, my government is in process of implementing New Education Policy 2020 in a phased manner. For the first time, the Goa Teachers Eligibility Test was conducted by the teachers of primary and upper primary schools teachers, and which is mandatory qualification for the teachers, and same will be continued. I also proposed to aim the recruitment rules of the teachers considering the new policy and fill up all the posts of the teachers accordingly. Speaker sir, National Education Policy 2020 speaks about the tracking of students. As a part of this tracking, registration of all pre-primary schools shall be made mandatory and every student shall be tracked from pre-primary level. Speaker sir, I proposed to introduce the more topics in the school curriculum which will be the focus on the history of Goa, its culture and tradition and yoga. Higher education. Speaker sir, my government, with an objective to create the world-class learning resources in higher education, intend to host the massive open online courses, MOOC, following worldwide MOOC standards, for which the provision of ₹5 crores has been made. Sabhapati Mahashay, माझ्या सरकाराचो हावेस असा की गोयच्या तरणाट्यांक बँकिंग, इन्शुरन्स, रेल्वे, केंद्रीय सरकारी नोकऱ्या खातीर जावपी परीक्षा यशस्वीपणान पार करच्यो, हाच्या खातीर माझ्या सरकारान गोंयांतल्या तरणाट्यांक विशेष मार्गदर्शन आणि प्रशिक्षण दिवपा खातीर कायमस्वरूपी व्यवस्था सुरू करतले. Speaker sir, my government has notified Indian International University of the Legal Education and Research of Bar Council of India Trust at Goa Act 2021, whereby International Law University and Arbitration Center will be established in the state of Goa in the near future. Speaker sir, as a part of implementation of the National Education Policy to give the big boost for the research and innovation in the educational sector across the disciplines, my government will establish State Research Foundation, for which the provision of rupees 6.50 crores has been earmarked. Speaker sir, my government is also intent to establish State Education Technology Foundation in the state of Goa to encourage all higher education institutes and teaching faculties member to use the latest education technology in a big way, which will certainly enhance the quality of education, teaching, learning and evaluation in the consensus with the national education policy. Speaker sir, my government will frame the dedicated policy and implement the program to develop the academic leaderships in the state of Goa. Technical education. Speaker sir, NIT Goa will start functioning from its new campus from May 2022. Speaker sir, in order to improve the scientific temper and develop the love for science, technology, engineering, art and mathematics, my government will establish the state-of-the-art digital technology experiential centers, one each in a 2 districts, for which the provision of the 2 crores has been made. Speaker sir, the work of providing the new premises in the Goa College of Architecture and the Goa College of Pharmacy will be carried out by GSIDC. Speaker sir, I am happy to inform that first batch of new PG degree course, Master in Architect, Sustainable Habitat, Master in Architect, Urban Planning and Master in Fine Art in Painting and Master in Fine Arts, Applied Art will be passing out in the July 2022, is making available the specialized pool of talent in the state in these specialized areas. Speaker sir, commemorating 60th year of the Goa liberations, my government had launched unique DG gift scheme to encourage, motivate and incentivize the students to join the technical degree and diploma courses. I proposed to continue the scheme with the rationalizations among the new entrants, for which the scheme has been provision of rupees 25 crores has been made for the year 22-23. Sports and Youth Affairs. For taking up of the more capital work and for the development of the sports infrastructure, I have made the total capital provision of rupees 49.97 crores for the sports department. Speaker sir, the Sports Authority of Goa through the Directorate of the Sports and Youth Affairs is creating the 11 major sports infrastructure project at the cost of rupees around 187 crores for functioning of SAG and conducting the various activities. The grant to the tune of rupees 70 crores has been earmarked. Speaker sir, to encourage the youth activity, I have earmarked 4.77 crore for NCC, NSS and for the financial assistance to the Indigent Circumstances Sportsperson Scheme, rupees 80 lakhs provision has been made. Speaker sir, to ensure an availability of the grassroots level sports infrastructure in state, my government with the support of the central government will establish to Khelo India District Center at Padam Sports Complex and PJN Stadium Fatorda for the hockey and football respectively. Revenue and Land Administration. Speaker sir, the foundation stone for the new North Goa Collector Building has been laid in the December 2021, and for the year 22-23, the total capital provisions of rupees 10.15 crores has been made. Speaker sir, my government has begun the online processing of conversion applications from 1st January 2022. All conversion applications applied by the general public will be online, making the process more convenient and will reduce the requirement of the public visiting to the office. Application for the sound premises have been proposed to made online and is in the finalization state. Speaker sir, in order to bring the long pending partition cases to the logical conclusion, both the collectorate will exclusively work to resolve these issues in the presence of all the aggrieved parties so that the case's disposal is fairly and expeditiously. Panchayat and Rural Development. Panchayat. Speaker sir, the total allocation of the Panchayat department is rupees 404.13 crores. I wish to inform everybody that total amount rupees 95.50 crores has already been released to all the Gram Panchayat towards the 60th year of Goa's liberation. In order to strengthen the weaker Panchayat, the provision of rupees 15 crores has been made. Further provision of rupees 10 crore has been made towards the salaries of Sarpanch, Deputy Sarpanch and directly elected Panchayat and council members also, which will be the enhanced subsequently. For infrastructure development, the provision of rupees 32.50 crores has been made for the village panchayat, and Jilla Panchayat is the financial assistance for the works like the construction of the roads, pathways with pavers, community hall, etc. Speaker sir, under the rural garbage disposal scheme, any village panchayat which will affecting by the plastic garbage maintenance, the village are eligible to get the financial assistance from the government, for which the amount of rupees 3.50 crores has been earmarked. For the implementation of the Swachh Bharat Mission Gramin, the provision of rupees 116.10 crores has been made. Under this, I propose to complete the mammoth task of construction of rupees 19,975 toilets, which will be our Goan households. Speaker sir, under Deen Dayal Development Scheme, 17 projects have been already taken up. Execution and another 41 projects will be commenced shortly. For the purpose of the provision, rupees 6 crores has been made the year 22-23. Rural development. Speaker sir, currently there are the multiple schemes of the various departments which providing the different benefits to the self-help group. The self-help groups find it difficult to avail the assistance from the different departments due to the various checks and measures of the concerned departments. As a major reform, I propose to make the Rural Development Department and the Urban Livelihood Mission is a single point of contact for all the applications and disposal of the rural and urban self-help groups, which will extend the benefits of the various schemes run by the multiple departments. Speaker sir, my government is intent to extend a financial assistance to all the eligible beneficiaries under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, housing for all, which will be the provision of rupees 3 crores has been kept. Government is intent to extend a financial assistance to all the eligible beneficiaries under the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Gramin, housing for all, which will be the provision of rupees 3 crores has been kept.